Welcome to all of our future Wildcat students and parents. My name is Maureen Zolan. I'm one of the academic guidance counselors here at Millard West. And unfortunately, because of our snow day, we weren't able to give you this presentation in person. So we created one online so that we can at least walk you through an orientation, a bit of the registration process that you need to know about before you meet with your advisement teacher. Our advisement conference is going to be set up for February 17th at 7 p.m. and you should have received a letter inviting you to that conference. Right before that conference, we have an activity fair from 6:15 to 7 o'clock in Wildcat 1. The theme of our presentation today is thriving in high school. We want your student to be a student that's thriving when they get up to Millard West. We know that thriving is connected to the developmental assets, and the assets indicate that students who are thriving are going to be committed to learning, doing well academically, caring about their grades. They're also going to be involved socially. We want your kids to get involved in Millard West in activities, sports, drama, anything that they're interested in, have a passion for, and hopefully they will learn to develop and meet some people to help them put their spark into play at Millard West, which is something that a student has a passion to do. A lot of people have questions about our block schedule, which is unique to Millard West. We have a 4x4 block. And just so you understand a little bit of how the schedule is set up, we have a 90-minute period for each class, and there are 4 of them each day. We have 4 semesters per year, and a traditional class like you might have thought about as a parent in high school, which lasted a whole year at Millard West, would be half of the year. And you can see on the following grid that we have 4 semesters. The first semester is going to be from August until the middle of October. Right here, students are getting a final grade for the first semester of their course. Second semester is mid-October to December, right before the holidays. Coming back in January, we have semester 3 from January to the middle of March. And then finishing out the year, semester 4 is from the middle of March into May. There are 4 periods per day, so you can see block 1, block 2, block 3, and block 4. That stands for the different classes that a student will take. And the next grid, you can get an idea of a typical 9th grade schedule. So this particular student has, in block 1, which is period 1, they're taking American history for semester 1 and semester 2. At the end of semester 2, this will be right before the holiday break in December, okay? They have a couple weeks off and come back in January. They're going to be taking Spanish 1 from January until the end of the school year in May. English is set up the same way. They have English from August until right before the holidays in December. Coming back in January, they're going to be in physical science from January until the end of the year. And then you can see some other 9-week elective. These are semester courses that are going to be fit in around some of the other academic content areas. This person has algebra coming up second half of the year from January until the end of May. This is an example of a student who is taking marching band, orchestra, or choir. You'll notice that this particular course, the student is enrolled in all year long. So this student goes every day, all year, to the band or the orchestra or choir. We encourage any of you who are involved in these activities to continue them. There's plenty of time in high school to fit in the other elective courses that you need to take, so don't worry about that taking up too much space in your schedule. They're great activities to be involved in. One of the things I want to point out to you parents, the students got this book when we visited the middle schools, and this is a really valuable planning guide for high school. And in the book, you're going to find information about the academies that are available to students. These are available to 11th and 12th graders, but there's something you can start thinking about. We have a post-high school planning section, let you know what you need to think about as far as getting ready to go to college after high school, if that's part of your plan. We also have the graduation requirements for your particular grade, and then there are descriptions which are detailed. It's detailed information about each course that you might be interested in taking at Millard West. There's also a flow chart that will show you the different levels of courses. So if you're starting off at the lower levels, for example in art, you're going to start with the basic art. You can get down to more advanced art courses by following the flow chart. There are multiple levels of courses in our core content area classes that your student may be taking. We have essentials classes that will be recommended by a case manager. We have our regular level classes, which would be like a regular English or regular algebra class. Honors for our students who want a more challenging class and are ready for that kind of a course. And we have advanced placement courses not actually available to freshmen, but something to think about for the future because you need to be in some of our honors courses, which would help to prepare you for the AP courses in the future, so something to think about. Although all of our students who are interested in AP are eligible to take them, but we want you to be as well prepared as possible to be successful in the course. And again, with advanced placement in mind, you can see a list here of all of the different advanced placement courses available at Millard West. In our curriculum guidebook, there's also a list that you can reference to see what courses are available later on in the student's high school years. The honors courses, again, that your student is eligible to take as a 9th grader would be English 9, we have honors geometry or honors algebra 2, and then an honors French, Spanish, or German for the world language course. We also have a wide selection of elective courses that your student can take. When we visited the middle schools, we provided them with a black folder that had a list of the 9th grade elective courses that they can take. So rather than looking through this entire book trying to find out what 9th grade courses a student can take, they can reference the cheat sheet, and it's just going to list only courses that 9th graders can take. And then we also have some special programs that are listed in the curriculum guide. We have the Millard Career Academies, we have the Metro Community College Career Academies, and a career exploration internship where students can have a job when they are a senior and earn credit for that. Graduation requirements. All of our students must have 230 credits to graduate from high school. They'll be taking 5 assessments. These are Essential Learner Outcomes, or ELO assessments. 9th graders will take a reading assessment. In 10th grade is math and writing, and in 11th grade is social studies and science. We also have a personal learning plan that students must complete in order to graduate, and their quality time teacher will be walking them through that process and letting them know what the requirements are as far as completing the personal learning plan. This is a detailed description of our English 9 from our course curriculum guide, and you can see it's an explanation of exactly what would be taught in that class. We let you know the course number of the course, the name, and then the grade level, and how many credits a student can earn by taking that course. You'll also notice, important down here is a prerequisite, lets you know is there a prerequisite course that a student has to take before enrolling in this class. English, we have a couple different options for students, and the English teacher that your student has as an 8th grader will recommend one of these courses. There's an English 9 course, 2-semester course. We have an English 9 Literacy Enrichment course. This is a support class for students who struggle in English with reading comprehension and writing. We want to help you get your skills built up, and that's a 4-semester course, so you go every day for the whole year. We have an Honors English 9, which again is 2 semesters, and this would be something your English teacher would recommend you for. Math, there are a number of math options. Again, it's going to be based on your teacher's recommendation. We have Essentials of Algebra, Algebra 1 Foundations, a Regular Algebra 1, Geometry, and Honors Geometry, Algebra 2, or Honors Algebra 2. Social Studies, all of our 9th graders will be taking an American History class. We also have required science for 9th graders. Most of our students will be in Physical Science in Action. We also have a biology class that if you are a student currently taking algebra in middle school, you might consider taking this course if you really like science and you have science on your mind as a possible career area in the future. Our oral communications requirement includes one of these 3 classes that you can pick from. Speech is just our regular public speaking class. You have to get up in front of the class, prepare and present a speech. We also have mock interviews where you practice interviewing for a job during that class. Our debate class, this is going to be students who really enjoy English and who are interested in spending time researching and writing about their topic and getting a well-prepared presentation and defense created for our debate class. And then our forensics class, this is going to be a class for students who are interested in competition speaking. So you would be competing against schools around the state, actually. Mostly on the weekends are the tournaments, and that would be in like public speaking, oral interpretation, and some different acting types of things. And you would have a judge that would judge you against other students. Our PE, all of our high school students have to take 3 PE classes to graduate. Most of our freshmen will take at least 1 PE, and you can pick as a freshman from one of these 4. Our sports skills and fitness class, this is just your typical PE, volleyball, basketball, flag football, they do floor hockey, things like that. Intro to aquatics, a basic swimming class. You do have to be able to swim the length of the pool to enroll in this course. And you learn water safety, and you learn the various strokes so that you can, start to perfect some of those. Cross Training 1 is an aerobics type class, so there's a lot of dance aerobics in there. And fitness swimming, if you're a pretty good swimmer, you do have to be able to swim 500 yards in order to enroll in fitness swimming. Another requirement we have is our technology requirement. You can pick from one of these three. Our first course is Computer Technology Applications. This is a basic computer course, gets you familiar with the Microsoft Office software, which most students are quite familiar with. It's just going to teach you some more advanced skills with regards to Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Microsoft Access, and emailing and typing up letters and things like that. Intro to Engineering Design, this is for students who have an interest in a more technology-related component to the tech ed requirements. So this is part of our engineering pathway in technology, and that also will satisfy the tech ed requirement. The last one is Intro to Computer Science. This course is for students who are interested in programming. They're going to create a program, also a web page. You do have to be enrolled in geometry earlier. That's a prerequisite for this course, so it's not available to many of the students in 9th grade. Financial literacy, this is a requirement. The name of the course is Personal Finance. This is about money management. It's going to help you prepare to manage a bank account, learn about taxes, interest rates, insurance, and those kinds of things. We also have a fine arts requirement. A student can take any of our music classes like the band or orchestra that I mentioned earlier. They can take a regular art class or a drama class. They're interested in acting. And a number of elective choices, as I mentioned, in art, music, the world language, family and consumer sciences. We have some creative textile, clothing, sewing classes they can take, and an interior design class. Business, we have a keyboarding class if students want to improve their speed in keyboarding and their proficiency. And then quite a few industrial tech classes. Your student got a yellow flyer when we visited the middle schools that had a list of the sequences of the industrial tech courses. So please refer to that if you have questions about industrial technology.